Before we begin, if you love emotional celebrity stories, fashion drama, and real moments behind the glitter, please support this video by liking it, subscribing, and staying until the end. Because today's story is not just about a dress, a red carpet, or a viral clip. It is about pressure, love, danger, public judgment, and a woman who still walked into the spotlight like nothing could break her. Rihanna has always been more than a celebrity. She is the kind of star who does not just enter a room. She changes the temperature of it. When Rihanna arrives, people stop talking. Cameras turn. Designers hold their breath. Fans refresh their feeds again and again, waiting for one picture, one pose, one tiny moment that becomes bigger than the event itself. And at the 2026 Met Gala, Rihanna did exactly what the world expected. She arrived late. She arrived shining. She arrived with ASAP Rocky beside her. But this time, the glamour had a heavy shadow behind it. Because just weeks before that famous red carpet moment, reports claimed something terrifying had happened at Rihanna and Rocky's home. Their private family space, the place where their children should have felt safest, was allegedly attacked by gunfire. So when Rihanna walked up those Met Gala steps, this was not just fashion. This was a statement. A statement that fear had not won. A statement that she was still here. A statement that even after danger came too close to her family, she would not disappear. But then, as always, the internet saw one quiet moment, one clip, one expression, and turned it into a storm. Some people claimed Rihanna and Rocky looked tense. Some claimed there was trouble. Some even pushed wild rumors that Rihanna might be banned from the Met Gala forever after what happened that night. But was that really true? Or was the internet once again taking a tiny moment and building a whole fake movie around it? Let's go back to the beginning. The night was May 4, 2026. The place was New York City. The event was the Met Gala, fashion's most powerful night. This is not just any party. This is where celebrities become walking art. This is where one outfit can make history. This is where a single picture can be remembered for years. And Rihanna knows this better than anyone. For almost 20 years, she has treated the Met Gala like her personal stage. She does not rush. She does not blend in. She does not arrive quietly. She waits until the world is watching, and then she appears. That night, Rihanna and ASAP Rocky reportedly arrived after the red carpet had already closed. Not 1 minute late, not 2 minutes late, around 9 minutes late. For most people, that would be a problem. For Rihanna, it became part of the legend. Because Rihanna is not just attending the Met Gala. She is the final chapter of it. Her outfit was not simple clothing. It was art built with patience, detail, and luxury. According to the transcript, her look included over 115,000 crystal beads, antique jewels, chains, and embroidery that took around 1,380 hours to complete. Think about that. 1,380 hours. That is not just a dress. That is time, hands, focus, and obsession turned into fabric. Every bead was placed for a reason. Every shine had a purpose. Every detail said, "Look closer." And standing beside her was ASAP Rocky, dressed in his own bold fashion moment. While Rihanna looked like a glowing queen, Rocky looked proud, calm, and deeply aware that he was standing beside one of the most powerful women in entertainment. When reporters asked him about her look, he gave a sweet answer, saying she was shining like a diamond. That line was simple, but it carried history. Because Rihanna is the woman who once gave the world diamonds. And now, years later, Rocky was looking at her like she had become the song itself. But the Met Gala is never only about the red carpet. The real stories often happen inside. And inside the event, Rihanna gave the internet exactly what it loves most: a funny, unexpected, very Rihanna moment. She was seen near Heidi Klum, whose costume looked like a living statue. It was white, sculptural, dramatic, almost like marble had come to life. And Rihanna, being playful, appeared to interact with the costume in a cheeky way. Rocky saw it. He covered his face. He smiled. And just like that, the internet exploded. People started joking that Rihanna cannot be taken anywhere. Others said Rocky's reaction was the real highlight of the night. Some fans said Rihanna treated the Met Gala like her personal comedy club. And honestly, that is part of why people love her. Rihanna can wear a museum-level gown and still behave like the funniest person in the room. She can look untouchable and still feel human. She can stand among billionaires, actors, designers, and icons, and somehow make the moment feel like a joke between friends. That is power. Not the loud kind, the natural kind. But then came the second viral moment. After the event, Rihanna and Rocky were reportedly seen sitting quietly in a vehicle. No big smiles, no dramatic conversation, no public kissing, just two tired-looking people after a long night. And that was enough for the internet to start building theories. Some said they looked upset. Some said something had happened. Some said their relationship was in trouble. And then came the most dramatic version of all. Rumors that Rihanna had done something so bad at the Met Gala that she might never be invited back. But let's be clear. There is no real proof in the transcript that Rihanna was banned. In fact, the transcript itself says the opposite. The real story is not that Rihanna was banned. The real story is that people wanted drama so badly, they tried to turn silence into scandal. Sometimes two people are just tired. Sometimes parents who have been away from their children want to go home. Sometimes after cameras flash in your face for hours, you do not want to perform anymore. And when you are Rihanna and ASAP Rocky, even sitting quietly becomes a headline. That is the price of being watched by the world. But to understand why this night mattered so much, you have to understand Rihanna and Rocky's relationship. This was not some random celebrity pairing. Their story goes back years. Fans had seen their chemistry long before they officially became a couple. They had worked together, appeared together, and built a connection that people kept noticing. But according to the transcript, their romantic relationship became serious around the end of 2019. And Rihanna once explained that they entered it carefully. That makes sense. When two famous people fall in love, it is not just about feelings. It is about pressure. It is about headlines. It is about past relationships. It is about knowing that if things go wrong, the whole world will watch. But somehow, Rihanna and Rocky built something real. They became partners, then parents. Their family grew. Their public image changed from stylish couple to celebrity family. And that matters because the 2026 Met Gala was not just another date night. It was a rare night away from their children, a night where they were both glamorous stars and tired parents at the same time. When asked how it felt to be away from the kids, Rocky reportedly said it felt good. Rihanna added that it felt good and sad. That little answer may be one of the most honest parts of the whole story. Because parenthood is often both. You can enjoy one night out and still miss your children. You can love the spotlight and still want to be home. You can smile for cameras and still feel a small ache in your heart. That is what made Rihanna's answer so powerful. It was not polished. It was not fake. It was real. And then there was the darker part of the story. The transcript describes a frightening alleged shooting incident at Rihanna and Rocky's Los Angeles home in March 2026. According to the transcript, bullets reportedly hit parts of the property while family members were present. No matter how famous someone is, That kind of situation changes you. It changes how you move. It changes how you protect your children. It changes how you look at crowds, cars, gates, strangers, and open spaces. So when Rihanna and Rocky appeared at the Met Gala with security and cameras all around them, they were not just stepping into fashion's biggest night. They were stepping back into public life after fear had touched their home. That is why the rumors felt so unfair. People looked at one quiet car ride and created a breakup story. But they ignored the bigger picture. They ignored the pressure. They ignored the exhaustion. They ignored the fact that this couple had reportedly been through something frightening only weeks earlier. And that is the problem with internet culture. It loves a dramatic headline more than a human explanation. It loves to say they are fighting. It loves to say she is banned. It loves to say something terrible happened. But sometimes the truth is much simpler. Rihanna showed up. Rocky supported her. They laughed. They posed. They left together. That is it. No ban. No confirmed breakup. No proof of disaster. Just a famous couple living under a microscope. And Rihanna has lived under that microscope for most of her life. She entered fame young. She survived public pain. She built a music career that changed pop culture. She created a beauty empire that changed the industry. She became a mother. She became a fashion icon. And every time people thought they had figured her out, she moved differently. That is why the Met Gala needs Rihanna. Because she is not predictable. She is not stiff. She does not act like she is begging to be accepted. She arrives like the invitation was always waiting for her. And that is why the idea of Rihanna being banned feels almost impossible. Rihanna is not just another guest. She is part of the Met Gala's modern identity. People wait for her. Fashion pages save space for her. Fans judge the entire night by whether Rihanna appears or not. Some celebrities attend the Met Gala. Rihanna owns her moments there. From her early appearances to her unforgettable yellow gown, from her 2018 Pope-inspired look to her pregnancy reveal, Rihanna has given the Met Gala some of its most iconic memories. So when people say she might be banned, it sounds less like news and more like internet fantasy. Because the real Rihanna story is not about being kicked out. It is about always coming back. Coming back after criticism. Coming back after silence. Coming back after motherhood. Coming back after danger. Coming back after people twist the truth. And every time she comes back, she makes the world look. That night her dress sparkled. But the strongest thing she wore was confidence. The confidence to laugh. The confidence to be playful. The confidence to stand beside Rocky. The confidence to walk those steps after a frightening chapter in her life. And maybe that is what people really reacted to. Because Rihanna does not perform fear for the public. She does not beg for sympathy. She does not explain every facial expression. She simply appears. And the world fills in the blanks. But not every blank needs a scandal. Not every quiet moment means pain. Not every viral clip means disaster. Sometimes a couple can sit silently because they are tired. Sometimes a woman can joke at a gala without being disrespectful. Sometimes the internet can be loud and still be wrong. So what really happened at the 2026 Met Gala? Rihanna arrived late, like only Rihanna can. She wore a breathtaking gown. Rocky praised her. They shared funny moments. The internet laughed. Then the internet speculated. And from that speculation came a false-sounding story about bans, fights, and drama. But the heart of the story is much deeper. It is about a woman who has been watched, judged, praised, copied, attacked, and loved by millions. It is about a couple trying to protect their family while still living public lives. It is about how quickly people turn celebrities into characters instead of humans. And it is about Rihanna proving once again that she does not need to explain herself to remain powerful. Because Rihanna's power is not only in her voice. It is not only in her fashion. It is not only in her beauty business. Her power is in the way she controls attention without chasing it. She can arrive 9 minutes late and become the main story. She can make one playful move and create a meme. She can sit quietly and create a rumor. That is not normal fame. That is Rihanna-level fame. And whether people love her, criticize her, or make wild stories about her, they still watch. They always watch. So no, this does not look like the story of Rihanna being banned. It looks like the story of Rihanna being Rihanna. Unbothered, stylish, playful, protected, loved, and still impossible to ignore. In the end, the Met Gala was not ruined by Rihanna. It was remembered because of her. And that is the difference between a guest and an icon. A guest attends the event. An icon becomes the event. So before you believe every viral headline, remember this: cameras do not always show the truth. A silent clip does not tell a full story. A tired face does not mean a broken relationship. And a rumor repeated 1,000 times still does not become a fact. Rihanna walked in like royalty. Rocky stood beside her. The world talked. And once again, Rihanna won the night. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment your thoughts below. Do you think the internet judged Rihanna and Rocky too quickly? Or do you believe there was more going on behind the scenes? Until next time, remember, behind every viral moment, there is always a bigger story.